Hi peeps, I hope you're all doing well out there in the world. Today we're going to be talking about clarifying tarot with tarot. I know several of you asked me if I would do a video on this in the Witchcraft and Tarot series when I had mentioned it relatively recently, and so I'm very much looking forward to doing that today. I want to talk first of all about why you might decide to clarify tarot with tarot. There's no right or wrong way, whether you want to clarify with Oracle or Tarot, and I definitely encourage you to give any and all of those options a try because it's fun. It's enjoyable as a reader to try out different ways of reading. It also really helps you to get in touch with your intuition and to see the sweet spot that you have as a reader, whether you're reading for others or reading for yourself. The nice thing about clarifying tarot with tarot, excuse me, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold, so I've got some congestion going on. Just need to take a quick sip of tea. The nice thing about clarifying tarot with tarot is that it's very easy to see repeating themes. So let's say that you are doing a reading for yourself and you have 8 of Cups, and as you are clarifying, the 8 of Cups from your second tarot deck comes through. That's a definite awareness that you are currently engaging in a spiritual journey of transformation, of awakening. You're probably saying no to something and leaving something significant in your life behind. Let me clarify here. When I say clarify tarot with tarot, I don't mean clarifying from the same deck. I mean using 2 tarot decks. You're using a secondary tarot deck, much like you would use an oracle deck to clarify. So for today's example, I have the Darkwood Tarot, and then I have my teacher's OG Rider-Waite-Smith deck from the 70s. The juxtaposition of different art styles can also really activate your intuition. It can give you a lot of clarity into how your intuition works in a reading as well, and it can help you pick up some nuances that you might not be seeing from the first pull. So it's something that I do think if you are drawn to work with clarifying with tarot, you should give it a chance because it's actually something that's really enjoyable, and I'm going to give you an example of how to do that now. So let's say that we want to do, and as always, this is an example read, but if you feel like something resonates for you, go ahead. I'm going to use the Darkwood Tarot as my main tarot deck. Let's say that I want some insight into, let's see, what should we do today, guys? Let's say that I want some insight into living situation over the next 3 months. Maybe I'm looking at moving or making a change in my life in that way. So let's say I want to look over the next 3 months, all right? And so I'm going to start that. Let's say I'll do 5 cards to start. Okay, so we have the Strength card, the 6 of Wands here, the Chariot, the Fool, and the Lovers. So as you all know, well, some of you may know, I don't read with set spreads, but you can definitely clarify tarot with tarot and use a set spread. So please don't feel that you can't do this if you are someone who prefers set spreads. So the first thing I notice is that in my 5-card spread, I have 4 cards that are majors. So I have the Strength card, the Chariot, the Fool, and the Lovers. And I'm kind of looking at this as like a timeline for myself in regards to moving or a living situation shift for myself. Again, if you feel this reading applies to you or something resonates, please feel free to take it for yourself. But let's say that as I look at this, so I know that the next 3 months are going to be a major time of transition for me in regards to my living situation, just because I have so many major arcana. Now, the Chariot for me as a reader, yes, it's Cancer's significator, but for me also, the Chariot as a card showing up here in a spread like this is letting me know that I'm going to have an opportunity to move, or I'm seriously going to be considering moving location. That's just something that I, as a reader, tend to look at the Cancer card as kind of governing physical home, and that there's going to be some type of significant shift there. But let's say as I look at these cards that I'm confused about what the Strength card means. And with the Strength card showing up first, this is something that's going to be happening closer to my immediate future. So I'm going to clarify tarot with tarot here by using my Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Wow. Okay. So see how I was talking about getting doubles? I have the Lovers showing up twice. So there's a significant relationship that's going to impact my living situation coming up over the next 3 months. Now, the first card drawn out to clarify the Strength card was the Nine of Swords, which if you've been with me at all on the channel for long, you know is my Don't Skull Fuck Yourself card. Thank you, Victoria. Don't overthink, because you're overthinking and you're literally now the only thing you can see is your biggest fear. So this is a big deal here. This is a really big deal, and it's something to be aware of. So the Strength card is saying I need to be patient right now. I need to kind of stay the course, and it's very important that I not overthink. But with the Lovers here, and then the Lovers as the last card in the general spread aspect, I know that there's a relationship or connection in my life that's really going to significantly impact the living situation. So and the Lovers can also represent making choices. So it's clear that I'm going to have to make a choice. I would offer, looking at this spread, that I might make a choice to stay where I am right now, and that I need to shift my perspective on staying somewhere and honor that there's a reason why I'm being called to stay, with that Lovers card clarifying. And remember, double Lovers, this is a big deal in regards to the energy of this reading. Six of Wands lets me know that even if I am staying put in a living situation, that perhaps I'm feeling called to shift, there's still success for me to have here. Like, there's a reason, again, why I'm staying where I am physically in location here. We can see that it's because there's still something for me to explore that I can find a level of success or victory in regards to. And a lot of it has to do with the stick-to-itiveness and the wherewithal that the Strength card speaks to. Now, I can see as I'm moving along my timeline, now the Chariot and the Fool energy is coming in. And so by the time I'm hitting December, there's going to be an opportunity for a change in living situation. I'm going to be asked to take a leap of faith and to make a choice, again with the Lovers, as I move into January of 2023, around changing the living situation. With these three cards showing up as a reader, and if you're feeling this reading applies to you, I would say this is definitely a say yes if there's an opportunity to change living situation in January. So if you're wondering that as I'm interpreting the cards here, yes, it's a yes. It's go for it. It's take advantage of the opportunity. And it probably has to do with someone that you're in relationship with or partnership with. But let's say that I'm not sure what the Fool and the Lovers are saying to me. The Chariot's pretty clear. Let's say I'm not sure and I want to clarify, or I want some more insight into how this change is going to transpire. Four of Cups. It's going to be something that feels like it's never going to happen. It definitely has to do with relationship and family, with Ten of Pentacles helping me to clarify here. It's going to be we had three fall out. It's going to be solidifying a sense of family or building something, building family together, right? So it definitely has to do with the move. It definitely has to do with coming together as a family. If I was reading for someone here looking at this, it might not be that I was changing location or that you are changing location, but that someone is that you're choosing to come together and merge lives with someone. And so one party or the other may be moving in order to let that happen. The three cards that fell out of the deck were the Emperor, the Death card, and the Seven of Swords. There's so much major arcana here that if you do feel this applies to you, this is a big part of your life. You're like changing something huge for yourself. You perhaps started the year with a big sense of loss or experienced loss as you were moving throughout 2022. And you also had to step away from some unhealthy connections where people were taking advantage of you. You had to assume a leadership role for yourself. You had to step into the Emperor's energy for yourself. And through setting those healthy boundaries with the Seven of Swords energy here, by saying no to people who don't have your best interests at heart, you literally set yourself up for this situation now to be able to experience family coming together in a change in living situation in a new and healthy way in 2023. So this is really beautiful energy. It's big picture energy. And if this reading is resonating for you, it's a large part of your soul's evolution at this time as well in your soul's journey. So you can see how clarifying with tarot gave us insight into the fact that it's probably a relationship choosing to merge lives together with someone, or at the very least, you're having to be patient about making choices around changing your living situation. We also see here that there might be a sense of stalling, and then the big change happens last minute, and it's a quick move that we have to make. And we can also see how the past affected and set up this current energy and situation that you're stepping into over the next 3 months. So you can see clarifying with tarot really helps you refine what's coming through and flesh out the reading itself. Also, those double repeaters, like, you really cannot ignore or miss those. They have a big impact in understanding what's happening for the querent or yourself as a whole when you're looking at the reading. So this is an example of how to clarify tarot with tarot. You saw that the areas where I was like, ooh, I kind of have a question about that. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. That's where I would pull clarifiers. Now you saw I also pulled two clarifiers, 3 fell out of the deck at the end, letting me know that there was something there that I wasn't seeing that for the client or myself impacted and affected the current energy in the situation. So I didn't overdraw, but I definitely clarified and fleshed out here for myself, the understanding of the story for the client, or for myself if I was reading for myself. So hopefully this gives you some insight in how to clarify tarot with tarot. I also just want to share really quickly for you so you can see, I like to use really contrasting artwork in between the main deck and the clarifier. I don't know if you can see that, but it really helps, like, it helps the intuition and your imagination pick up on different colors and different actions that are happening in the cards. So if this is something that appeals to you, I would say try working with 2 decks that have very different artwork or very different color themes. It can really help to give you an impactful insight into what your intuition is picking up on. But I hope you are all doing well out there in the world. It's wonderful to get a chance to connect with you in this way. And as always, I am sending you so much love and many blessings. I'll see you in the next video.